Welcome to the Real Film Nerds Podcast.
Welcome back, Spring Breakers, to another exciting episode of the Real Film Nerds Podcast. That's right. We continue through all of the breaks, except for Thanksgiving and Christmas. And even then, I think we've done some of those. But it's not like it's hard. We only talk like once a week, unless you listen to me on the radio, and then I talk every day. And then if you're buying a house from me, then I really talk every day, like 7 days a week. Anyways, all right, back on topic. Real Film Nerds Podcast, episode number 466. That sounds right. 466. Mike, hi.
Hello, Matt. We finally reviewed the movie Project Hail Mary. You ready to talk about it?
Mike, do you feel old?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
You
Sure.
look old. You know this
thank you.
movie came out on your birthday.
I do know that. I do know that. Mhm.
Is this one of the best birthday gifts you've ever had, was Project Hail Mary?
Yeah, you know, when Ryan Gosling comes out on a movie and it's your birthday, it doesn't get much better than that, you know? Like,
But he didn't show six-pack abs.
yeah, like I guess the only thing it could be better is if he was singing and dancing, kind of like La La Land.
No, we don't talk about that movie. No.
Or Barbie.
There she is, Ma Hinshaw. Ma Hinshaw in the
yes,
house.
Barbie.
I'm here.
Ma Hinshaw's favorite son just turned another year older. Ma, was that the greatest gift you ever had when Mike was born?
I don't know. I wasn't around at that time. I mean, I didn't know them.
I mean, you were
Oh.
around.
Well, yeah. I did talk to your mom, but you were a lot older. Like what, 12 or something?
Yeah,
like that.
probably.
Okay, well, anyways, Ma Hinshaw, Project Hail Mary. How many
Yeah.
times did you fall asleep?
None. And I didn't even understand a lot of scientific stuff, but I did not fall asleep.
Okay.
There.
So, Mom, why don't we have Mike break it down? We're still going to make him do it, even though it's his birthday movie. Mike, can you break down Project Hail Mary for us?
Sure, man. Sure. So this was directed by Phil Lord and Christopher Miller. This movie was written by Drew Goddard and based on the movie or the book by Andy Weir of the same name. And this movie starring Ryan Gosling, Sandra Hüller, James Ortiz, and Lionel Boyce. And a science teacher, Raylan Grace, wakes up alone on a spaceship light years from Earth. As his memory returns, he uncovers a mission to stop a mysterious substance killing the sun and save Earth. An unexpected friendship may be the key.
Wait, hold on. Did you call him Rising Gosling? Mike. That's
No.
dirty.
No, I didn't say that. I
Are you
said
sure?
Ryan.
Ma?
He said Ryan.
Okay, you're the voice of reason here with your old lady
Ryan?
glasses.
Yeah, okay.
Man, did you walk in and say, give me the oldest looking glasses possible?
Oh, gee.
No, they said, oh, these look so great on you, and they're so young. And I'm like, what? But whatever.
And then you looked in the mirror and you said, well, that's fine by me because I can't see them anyways.
Well, I can see them, and I said, well, egads, but I don't wear these all the time, but I am wearing them now.
So did they help
Oh,
with
well.
watching Project Hail Mary?
Yes, in fact, I did use them to watch it, and they were fine because they put my old prescription in them.
Well,
Okay.
What about your new prescription?
That sucked. And
You
I
threw
told
those
them
out.
so. Yep, I said throw them out, and they did.
Okay,
Yep.
so let's see. Project Hail Mary. Mike, it's your birthday.
Yep.
Continued birthday. We got 2 weeks of birthday celebration for Mike. I don't know. Why don't you talk about it? Tell us what you liked, what you didn't like, why you hated Ryan Gosling for not taking his shirt off. You know, the usual stuff.
So, you know, I was excited to see this movie and I was hoping it was going to be great. And I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. I think a lot of people enjoyed it, and that's great. It's good to see sci-fi doing well in the theater, and it's good to see the theater doing okay. Yeah, I just had a good time with this one, man. Space stuff is pretty cool, so it was interesting just watching some of the things, and they went over a lot of stuff I think very fast, but that's fine. They had a lot to cover. The movie, was it 2 hours and 35 minutes or
Yeah.
so?
Yeah.
They cover a ton of stuff, and there's so many details, so they had to do what they had to do, so that was okay.
Mom?
I thought it was just a gorgeous movie. I mean, and I sat right in the middle, really close, of course, because that's where the crippled section is. But I mean, I felt, and I'm claustrophobic, but I felt like I was in the spaceship, which of course made me feel claustrophobic. But they did enough of going back and how do I explain that, where they went back and explained how he ended up there,
Flashbacks?
Flashbacks, that's it. Anyway, yeah, they had enough of those, so I was okay, but I'm certain, I know I will not be going in any spaceship at any time, but he handled it well, and it was really just gorgeous. I felt like I was looking out the window at everything, and the stars and all that stuff, and I thought it was really, really cool. And we had a really full house for that one. And everybody loved it, I think.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Did you see it on Thursday night or in the hood, or did you go up to Tucson?
No, it was Thursday, and it wasn't even a late showing. I think it was 3:00 or something. I couldn't believe there were so many people there. I'm like, gosh, because usually when we go on Thursday, there's maybe 10 max, Oh, yeah, it was full, and everybody really, really liked it. And I did too. I mean, the visual stuff was just amazing to me. Really. Mm-hmm.
I thought Ryan Gosling did a great job, like carrying the movie, since it's pretty much just him for most of the movie.
Well, yeah, it's kind of a one person play almost, because what else are you going to do? It's one person barreling towards the ends of space, trying to, literally do a Hail Mary to save Earth.
Right.
So, okay, well, hard to discuss this one without spoiling. Mike, did you read the book?
So I got the book when I was on a recent work trip, and I started reading it, but I have not completed it. I'm very eager to complete it after seeing the movie, just to see what all the differences are, and I can already tell you there's quite a bit of differences. I think it's not differences as much as details. And, you're never going to be able to get that kind of detail stuff in a movie, usually. So, they do what they can with what they're given. And, but like the opening scene of this movie, I kind of knew what was going to happen, but like it was so quick compared to the book. So that's all I'll say.
Well, so Mike, did you read The Martian?
No.
Okay.
But
you only saw the film.
You indicated that the book was like 4 times better.
Yes. So that's one of the problems I had. I've been a fan of Andy Weir long before he, I guess, became somewhat famous. I mean, a lot of people don't know who he is, but he's the novelist behind it. And his third novel that he wrote came out last year. It's called Artemis. I have it, but I'm not going to read it because I'm sure they're going to turn that one into a movie as well. But that's where I messed up. And I don't know if I messed up because I read the book long before the movie, I think, even got greenlit. But I loved the book. I thought it was amazing on The Martian, but the amount of detail and the longevity and the grandioseness of the novel versus the film is unprecedented when it came to The Martian. So I'm just curious if Project Hail Mary is the same. I do have Project Hail Mary. I have not read it. I'm going to read it, but I wanted to see the movie first this time because everybody loved The Martian. They thought that movie was great, and I thought it was lackluster because the book was so good. So we'll see how it goes. But Mike, do you know much about Andy Weir?
Not too much. It seems like he researches a lot about the science stuff.
Well, he's a computer scientist that studied at the University of California, San Diego. He did not graduate. His father was a physicist. His mother was an electrical engineer. And he is a programmer for several software companies like AOL, Palm, Blizzard, companies like that. And he just started writing science fiction in high school as a kid, but because of his parents' influence and everything, he researches the snot out of everything when it comes to it being scientific, because he wants to be as humanly possible accurate on what these things would be if they truly happen and how to do it and how it would work scientifically, which I think is insane. Like, he spent years learning about orbital mechanics when he was writing The Martian, which was his first book. So I think it's great. I think he needs to be praised more for these novels. And I mean, the dude's written 3 books. 2 out of 3 have been turned into films. That's huge.
Yeah, and this one looks like it's a hit already. Like, it made way more money than they thought it was going to. And that's great. I think maybe some of it has to do with Ryan Gosling, but I know they've been promoting it, but it's just great to see kind of not a sequel doing well at the theater,
It's nice seeing an original idea actually make money and work. So one of the biggest things in Project Hail Mary was not in any of the trailers until the very last trailer. And so we're not going to talk about it here in the normal section. We will discuss it in the spoiler section, but I'm just going to do this real quick before Mike tells everyone what he's drinking. Mom, watch this in the movies, yes or no?
Oh, yes, absolutely. In fact, I've been recommending the movie to people, and your father loved it, and he understood he thought the scientific part was great, and he just loved it. I didn't understand some of the stuff, and I still thought it was great. And then folks that have gone to see it that I know said, wow, that was awesome. So, and then my son-in-law went, what is it, an IMAX or one of those really crazy movies, real big and, stuff. And he said that was really awesome. Oh, you got to go to the movie to see it. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mike, theater, yes or no?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's go see it in the theater. It is a beautiful movie. Is well shot. I think everybody should go see it in the theater. Immerse yourself in the story and try and give up your distractions of your cell phone and really everything else just for a couple minutes. 2 hours and 35 minutes or so.
Mm-hmm.
So I agree. This is a must-see in the theaters. It is shot very well. It is acted extremely well. This is almost a complete package on why you go to the theater. Go and see this on the biggest screen you possibly can afford. Don't watch this one at home. It is not going to feel the same whatsoever. Mm-hmm. So, okay. Other than that, I'm thirsty.
All right, Matt. Well, I guess what are you drinking then this fine morning, evening, afternoon?
Well, Mike, thank you for asking. I'm drinking just another plain old beer that I have in the fridge to get rid of. It's one of my free beers. Just a Coors Light.
Just a Coors Light.
Silver Bullet.
Yeah, I've been looking for just as a Coors Light, but I can only find Coors Light.
Just a Coors Light. Nope, you got to look. You got to dig deeper. It's in the back.
Okay.
Gotta get your elbows in there, Mike. Gotta really just grind down in the back.
All right. Well, because I couldn't get my Just a Coors Light, I got not an IPA, Matt.
You got not an
A-
IPA, Matt. Well, that's a weird beer.
Yeah, yeah, that would be a good beer. Anyway, I got something called Founders Mortal Bloom Tropical Fate.
Sounds like something I would get allergies from.
Yeah, it's a fruited ale with tropical pineapple and citrus notes.
So you're becoming a fruit.
I'm becoming a fruit because you are what you eat, right?
Yep, that's what I've heard. Right, Ma
That
Hinshaw?
sounds good. That sounds really yummy. I like anything with pineapple and coconut, though.
Yeah, but have
Sounds
you had a
good.
pineapple or coconut beer, Ma?
No, I haven't.
Well, then
That
how do you
is-
know it's good?
I have.
Well, I don't.
Mike
I
has.
take
He's drinking it right now.
Well, I take Mike's word for it if it's good, okay? But I, on the other hand, am a flop because I had stomach issues. I ate something that did not agree with me yesterday, was miserable last night, and so I'm drinking a glass of milk. Oh, but I'll get back on there, and I even turned down a margarita today. It's terrible. Oh, well.
Ooh. The restaurant
Oh.
was probably like, "Oh man, well we already had.
Oh,
this,
man.
we already had
they
this
were
picture ready.
disappointed.
Yeah, they already had the picture ready, and it was like, here you go. Oh,
Yeah,
They-
they tell
They
her
even know I don't want salt. You know, they know
they
it.
tell her it's one margarita, but it's a pitcher, and they just come out with a straw.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause
That's
they
it.
know Ma Hinshaw is a lush.
True, true.
you know, one time I ordered a pitcher of margarita, and like they wouldn't serve it to me, and I was like, oh well, we're gonna share it. I was some people I was with, and I just drank the whole thing.
Oh,
You know, that is a legal thing. I had to deal with that when I was bartending because you're only allowed to serve so many shots per person per round.
Ah, okay.
Yep. So
No, what would
if
I know?
So you know how we would get around that? I shouldn't say this, but how you get around it is you get the pitcher, you make the picture, you pour one beverage into the glass, you send out the server with the glass, and then you have them come back and get the pitcher and bring it back out. Then you're good.
Gotcha.
remember
So-
that.
All
Oh,
right.
Mike, what
Yes.
is the very fun dad joke for this week?
I got dad jokes, I don't think they understand though. Gotta think I'm funny, other people never laugh though. Dad jokes.
Oh, whoa! You remembered.
Mm-hmm,
think-
I did.
I think we need to send applause or something. What do we?
It-
what do
Oh,
we-
God, yeah.
It's the glasses.
It's
That's
the
it. I look
glasses?
intellectual.
They're
or
making her-
old.
they're making her wiser like an owl.
Hmm.
No?
No. Oh, I don't know.
You didn't even hoot. You went, You didn't go,
I don't hoot. Well, I could, I guess.
see?
I
Do
don't
it.
know. Hoot, hoot,
See? Look, she's a hooter.
Yeah. Oh,
hoot,
jeez.
hoot.
All right. I'm gonna leave that on the floor.
You're going to leave the hooters on the floor? Well, Ma, Mike,
Oh,
you've been
now
hanging
you're
out with
talking
Ma
old
Hinshaw way
lady.
too much, buddy. Way too
Mm.
much.
All right. Trying to get out of where we are now. What do you call a clever monster?
Hooter?
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein? Like Frankenbeans.
Oh, that's cool. That goes with the Frankenstein movies of what we've had a lot of.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's not
yeah.
what we're talking about here. We're talking about
I-
space.
I know.
Jesus.
Well, he probably had it bookmarked. What can he do?
No, yeah, it's in the book. He has the book. I still like my answer better. Hooters. Yeah, Mike, you did it. You did it, Mike. Okay, anyways, all right. So, trying to think. This might be difficult, maybe not. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't think there's anyone right off the bat. But Mike, how does Project Hail Mary relate to the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
All right, this one was a little bit tricky, like, because there's about 3 characters in the whole movie. So I kind of had to dig a little bit deeper. And I was able to find that the editor of this movie, Joel Negron, he also was the editor of Thor Ragnarok.
Oh,
So
dude,
yeah.
I just found one.
there's. Oh, yeah? What'd you find?
I thought so. I guess it does count. It is an MCU product, but Ken Leung, who's in the film as Yao, he was also Karnak in Inhumans, the TV show that made it through one season in 2017.
Gotcha,
Oh, my.
gotcha.
I was gonna say I thought he looked like he was from the MCU, and yep.
Yeah, he was familiar, but who knew where from? I don't know.
Well, good job, Mike. You got it.
I
You're
did
the
it.
man, the myth, the legend. So, okay, all right. We're now officially in the spoiler section, so we can talk about the space alien named Rocky.
Right. Rocky was fun, and I didn't understand what they were gonna do. Like, I didn't understand how that was gonna happen, but it worked out. It was cool.
What do you mean how it was going to happen?
Just
Is
how
it different in the book?
No, I haven't gotten that far in the book. Like I said, in the book, I'm only in the beginning. Like, I've only
okay.
gotten to the
All right,
part
all right.
where basically they told him about Project Hail Mary.
Okay, got it. Now, do they do it chronologically in the book, or do they do the time jumps like they did in the film?
The book is the same. The same. They have the same
Time jumps.
structure.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so the structure's the same. It's just like Ryan Gosling's like a 8th grade teacher or whatever, and they don't really explain
Yes.
that in this movie. They just kind of like go, which is fine, but the book has a lot more details about that, and like just lots of details. So I'm sure the rest of the book is going to be just full of details. So
In my copious amounts of time, I'm excited to read it.
yeah, I know. You don't have any time.
I've been here for almost a year in my new house. I'll unpack my underwear at some point, I promise. They're in one of the boxes. Which one, I don't know. And for those of you who are curious, yes, I'm still wearing underwear. I just have to buy new ones. That's all.
Hey, that's a good solution there.
So now I just have a lot of drawers.
Yeah, you haven't cleared out your garage yet, right?
Cleared it out. I haven't gone in there. I'm scared. Anyways. Okay, so I don't know what all we want to get too far in on this, but Mike, you know, you're the smart one out of the three of us. You're the sciencey one. You're the one that has a legitimate degree. Mike, what's the probability of a life form organism, bacteria, whatever you want to call it, leaving the sun and destroying everything as we know? Like, can
I think
stuff live at that kind of heat?
I think that well, I mean, we don't know, right? We don't know a lot
No,
of
we
things.
don't.
So I think part of the point of this kind of part of the story is we just don't know so much, and we can't rule out that there aren't other things, other aliens, but likely the aliens that we would find, if we found anything, would be some sort of microbe type thing or whatever.
Well, but then how does that explain Rocky?
Well, Rocky's just, different, but he's also based off of different, like, he's like, I don't know, argon or something, or what he had a couple. They mentioned it pretty quick in the movie.
Well, that
But
was the stuff he was using to build and create was argon, but it was a solid, right?
Yeah, I think Ryan Gosling's character was it Grace?
Yes.
Dr. Grace. He
Ryland Grace, yeah.
yeah. I think he mentions what Rocky's makeup is at some point in the movie or a couple times, but I don't remember. But it was just vastly different. And kind of the whole reason that, Dr. Grace is even involved in this whole project thing was, he wrote a paper that kind of said some different views and
About life, yes. Right,
yeah,
right.
yeah. And so that was a brilliant way to, like, I don't know, get someone in there. Like I don't know. That was a great way of having a character like start out, kind of. I thought so. But anyway, yeah, I don't know what Rocky's made up of because they don't. I mean, they say I think once, but then he had his like kind of, I don't know, own atmosphere thing that they built, which was incredible.
Right.
Yeah,
Some different gas, yeah. But Mike fist my bump.
Yep, you got it, buddy.
That was ridiculous. Mom, are you asleep?
What? No, I'm not.
So
But I'm
Mom's-
not very scientific. I just liked Rocky. I mean, and I thought he was really cool. And I thought they had a great relationship, which, you see that in the movie. And it was just, I don't know. And I think everybody's going to come out wanting to have a Rocky. Oh, dear. That's bad, isn't it?
I liked how they didn't have like faces or
Mhm.
like eyes. They saw in like such a different way. I thought that was cool. Like they kind of had like, I don't know, I guess kind of like echolocation or something. So that was cool. That was a way different way of like, I don't know. There was just a lot of creativity with like how they do stuff.
Very, yeah.
It says that Rocky breathes ammonia.
Oh, ammonia. Oh man.
Wow. That's different.
Man, talk about hurting our lungs. Whew.
Right. It doesn't say on the internet what he was made of other than a rock-like substance. Whatever.
Okay.
I tried to Google. Oh,
Yeah.
xenonite.
Xenonite.
Exotic material xenonite.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Well, maybe you'll find out more as you read the book, too. That could go into more detail.
That's what it is. Xenon, and they called it xenonite because it was a solid. And it is a specialized, strong, and flexible material that Rocky uses for his ship, his tunnels, and many other items. Yeah. Ryland Grace realizes it is composed of solidified xenon, because xenon is a gas. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. The Iridian environment. The Iridian planet is extremely hot and pressurized, causing them to use water for locomotion, but they live in a closed system. Oh, interesting. Anyways, see, just going down that tunnel a little bit, you start saying how Andy Weir used science and math and all this other stuff to make it as, legit as possible.
Which they couldn't do all that stuff in the movie.
No, it bore the hell out of people. Which, speaking of bored the hell out of people, that's the only issue I had with this film.
What?
It drags ass a few times.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
has peaks and valleys, and it has nice thrills and nice edge of your seat stuff, but there's quite a few spots where, Pa Hinshaw probably could have slept for a good hour.
No, but he did take a nap during one of those kind of down times, about 20 minutes.
See, look, Pa Hinshaw took a 20-minute nap. So that means we could have gone down to 2 hours, Mike.
Hey,
Yes.
Pa Hinshaw, not Ma.
I said Pa Hinshaw. You're Ma.
Oh, you did? Okay, yeah,
I don't
I'm Ma. Who am I? I don't know. Okay.
You're Rocky.
Yeah, I am.
I love that he called his significant other Adrian.
Oh, yeah. And they've been married 180 something years. Holy crap.
186 or something, yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out how they came up with the technology where he could interpret, the different things he was pointing out into words, into things. I think it was just like an AI probably.
Well, yeah, because didn't it start out where he was using like AI on a computer or something to communicate?
Oh yeah, there's AI in the ship. Yeah, that's right. That's probably what he used. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was alluding to that he was trying to essentially build the language,
Right.
one thing at a time,
Right.
and eventually they got enough of a vocabulary that they could talk to each other. They didn't, just like a lot of this movie, it doesn't spoon feed you any of like exposition about the science stuff. It just assumes and it just moves.
Mm-hmm.
And not everybody is smart like Mysterious Mike Talent.
So, I mean, there are things where it's like, oh, I know a little bit more about this because I read some of the beginning of the book. And I was like, oh, yeah, okay. So, I feel like reading the book will enhance your view of the movie, but still, you can totally watch it without it. It's fine. But the book just has all this extra stuff. So far, and I haven't even gotten through the entire book, so I'm gonna try and get through it. But Matt,
Yes,
I have a tough schedule for trying to squeeze in a little bit of reading time.
You got one of them things. What do they call them? Yobs. You got a yob.
Yeah, I got a yob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ma loves this movie. I love this movie. Mike loves this movie. I know what Ma rates it. I like hearing what Mike rates it before we start, getting into it too much.
All right, you want it, dude?
I want to know. I'm wondering if you were giving it a 5 or a 4.5 because I think you're doing one of the two.
All right. I'm going 5.
Knew it.
5 reels.
Knew it.
Yeah.
I know it.
Me too. I knew it.
And I know, Ma, you know why Mike gives it a 5?
Because he understands it.
Yeah, he's smarter than us. You 100% nailed it, Ma. He is smarter than us. We're dumb. So that's why we didn't like it as much as Mike, because we're dumb.
Ouch.
No, I liked it, even if I was dumb.
Well, Ma, then how many reels or cookies? How many Rocky cookies do you give it?
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, I gave it 4.5 because I thought there were a few periods where it just dragged, and that's why I gave it a 4.5. Because it was kind of slow there a little bit, spots. That's
well, then
why.
I'm going to be the jerk, as you know, Ma. What, Ma? You know what I gave it on Friday on the radio? What did I give it, Ma?
I think you gave it a 4.
Yes, I did. I gave it a 4 because I thought those draggy parts were a little bit much for me. I think they could have tightened it up a little bit, cut a little time out, gotten it down to the 2-hour mark. I think it would have been a much stronger movie. Not that it wasn't strong. Ryan Gosling was excellent. Rocky was excellent. I mean, I didn't like the time jump a whole lot, but the way they did it, I liked it, where you have one story meeting up with the other story, and so you have the end, you have the beginning, you have the middle. It worked really well for me, even though I'm not a huge fan of the time jump stuff. I'm just not. It can really get confusing to people.
That's true. And I'm not real good with it either, but, I figured it out.
So, all right, Mike, next week is a movie that already came out. It came out the same day as Project Hail Mary. You wanted to do this movie, Mike. I'm letting you pick this movie, letting us watch it, let us review it. Mike, what movie is that?
Ready or Not, Here I Come.
All right, that's right. The sequel to Ready or Not 2, Here I Come, starring Samara Weaving, Catherine Newton, Elijah Wood, Sarah Michelle Gellar, David Cronenberg, all the people. Lots and lots and lots of people. I'm sure most of their roles aren't going to be real long, but they're in here. So, and it's only an hour and 48 minutes. So,
Huzzah!
sweet. Huzzah!
Wow.
So, all right. Well, Ma Hinshaw, I know you put your phone down. Do you have anything else you would like to add other than finishing your peanut butter sandwich?
No, everybody go see this in the movies. It's gorgeous, and you feel like you're in the spaceship without getting nauseous or claustrophobic.
Mr. Talent?
Yeah, this is such a great movie to see in the theater, and yeah, I think everybody should go see it. It's just smart movie making. It's good stuff.
Well, all right. I guess that's all I got. Go see this movie. It's an excellent example of an original idea, an original book, great cinematography, great acting, space. I mean, what more do you want other than for it to be a little faster? And yeah. So, okay, I'm done.
All right. Well, with that, thanks for listening, everybody. Make sure to follow us on our socials, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, X. And we'll catch you on the next pod. Thanks, everybody.
Bye. Oops. Sorry.
Thank you for listening to The Real Film Nerds. Now, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Real Film Nerds. Now, go out and catch a movie.